Hello everyone, welcome to B's Battlegrounds. I'm Bobby B, and today we'll be looking at the Hiya Toys GIJoe Storm Shadow. So this one is loaded to the brim. We'll jump into it here. We get our card art. We get that original. It wasn't leaked, but promo images that we had for classified Storm Shadow. The Storm Shadow we should have got, but a bunch of angry old dudes were like, "Nah, we want something from the '80s." And then we got stuck with our boring, just generic Storm Shadow that we've seen 1,000 times. But back to this one. So we get some fun card art of him jumping in there. You get your red and orange explosions. You get GIJoe, Storm Shadow, Hiya Toys, Choking Hazard, 15 and up, so it is a collectible. On the back you got some glamour shots, showing off his old kit. You get your legal shenanigans. I guess these are the Exquisite mini series. But let's dive in here. He comes with this action figure stand. It's pretty good. It's got a foot peg. It does come with two of these little clips, and they attach to other bases. His is different from Snake Eyes. So your Snake Eyes stand on the left, Storm Shadow's on the right, and then obviously you can clip them together. And if I can get them to clip together here. There you have it. You could have them dueling it out. Let's see if I can get them apart now without snapping them. Oh, Snake Eyes is number 2. Storm Shadow is number 3. So I wonder who number 1 is. Who else have we seen so far? Cobra Commander, right? But yeah, just a bunch of illegal shenanigans in the bottom of the stand. Some footprints, some mud, some dirt, some concrete. Looks like little spent casings, whatever you want to call it. But that's the stand. You get a up hood, a hood. He's got the down hood on his person. We'll jump back to that. You get this double sword sheath. Swords come out. Nice little gunmetal color to them. Little bit of detail on the handle there. Some zigzags. If I can get this to focus. There we go. So you got that one. You got this little dagger that's in here pretty good. And it just slides out. And same thing. Get some little bit of detail. They do. So this pegs into the back, but they do come out of this also. Kinda. It seems like they could if you really wanted them to. So they slide around a little bit on that. But they don't have pegs on them themselves. So it's just this has the peg on it. So there's the swords. You get the quiver, black and silver, pegs into the back. The swords can peg into this. Like so. So you can rock that Storm Shadow the Archer look. You get 3 removable arrows. Silver tips, red tails. All 3 the same. They all fit inside here. At least they were all inside here when I opened them, so we'll see if we can get them back in here. And 3. And they just drop right out, so just be careful. You get a bow that's actually pretty fantastic, and to spice things up a bit, they use an actual like string. So that's pretty fun. Other than that, no color. Just a simple bow. Nowhere to clip the arrows to either. But that right there is hilarious and awesome to me. That's great. You get 2 interchangeable hands. Both are gripping hands. Silver plate right on the thumb. Left and a right. And let's dive into the figure himself. As I knock over the card. And he looks menacing. So you got this silver and white helmet. I got the folded hood that keeps popping up. The head and the neck are one piece. So keep that in mind. Get his little sash with some stars, some rope that's bundled up. Red and black leather pattern looks pretty good. Peg hole in the back is actually offset, which is actually kind of cool. So you have that. Red and silver gauntlet with some yellow in there. The elbow is an interesting thing. So it's pinless, double jointed. You get your ratchets in there, but it's all one color, kind of. It just looks off, I guess. I don't know. Then you get your tattoo on this side that looks amazing. We could have had this, but all those old classified collectors were like, "No, we want the old school one," and then we didn't get this. So hopefully we see this in the future. I know that's the Desert Commando Snake Eyes had a Storm Shadow on the background that looked like he could have been this one. So we'll see. Look at that. Look at that tattoo. It looks sick. It's very shiny, though. I will say that. It is incredibly shiny. So, that is interesting. But the gauntlets are part of the forearm, so the gauntlets don't come off. You get this little waist piece with the Raw Chicago logo on it. Then going down, we get the double-jointed pinless knees. Or does he have the ab crunch? He does have an ab crunch, too. It is very stiff. There it is. So you can't really crunch forward, but you can crunch back. That's about it. But you can go back. Then you get some giant shin guards. Then you get some white shoes, little white ninja shoes with red bottoms. And it looks awesome. So let's try to pop this hood on real quick, huh? Oh jeez. If I can get a grip on it without jacking it up. Alright, so here's your rolled hood piece. Nothing we haven't seen before with a couple different figures. There's little guys, the head piece. We'll get the head on. The neck is one piece. The head and the neck are one piece. It's interesting. So let me pop this on real quick. Alright, the hood's a little bit of a challenge, but you gotta feed the head into the hood and then down to the joint and then connect it. But there it is with the hood. I can't get it to like sit right. I keep hitting. The hood itself is a snug fit for the head. The head kind of, I don't know if I can get it to focus for you guys. The head kind of wedges in there pretty good. So you could actually probably take the hood off and have the head like dangle, or like hold the hood and the head wouldn't fall out because it's kind of like wedged in behind those folds that are in there. But doesn't look too bad. I'll probably keep the rolled hood logo, or rolled hood look on mine. But let's get into some comparisons. I mean, they're two different Storm Shadows, so you can't really compare them. But there's the classified version. There's the Hiya Toys version, obviously. Still got that. You recognize him as Storm Shadow. You know he's Storm Shadow. Nothing too crazy. We got the Resolute Storm Shadow. It's about the same height. He's got that goofy hood on. Let's see, get the hood off. About the same height. Hiya's got a little bit on him, but he's there. We got a Hiya Toys Predator. It's the only other Hiya Toys figure I own. He's obviously got the height, but not by much. Not by much. Get Resolute Storm Shadow out of here. We got a Joy Toy Guerrilla Fighter. I don't remember, like Mobile Field Force, something like that. So they're a little Hiya's got a little bit on them. And then we got a Joy Toy Riot Police, which I plan on using in a lot of shots with Storm Shadow. And then of course we got Hiya Toy Snake Eyes. Hood gives him a little bit of height. Without the hood, he might be shorter. Let me check this real quick. Grab the rolled hood. All right, we got the rolled hood now. It's about even. About even. But there you have it. The Hiya Toys Exquisite Mini Storm Shadow. You guys picking them up? You guys skip out on them? Waiting to see what they have to offer down the future. You glad there's some fresh life in the small scale Joe line? You guys upset that it's this one and not the boring one? Let me know in the comments below. Till next time, I'm Bobby B from B's Battlegrounds. Load up, grab your kit. I'll see you in the Battlegrounds.